Right, this is back for the part 2 of my previous video, yesterday's chicken. So this is what we've got left here now. So we've got like the carcass, the legs, the wings, and some of the breast left. So what we'll do now is I'm going to pick all the meat off all of this and then boil up the carcass for some stock. Obviously I don't want to boil it to death while I'm doing all that, so I'll disappear and see you in a few minutes. Right, so I've done that then. I've stripped all the carcass. I mean, as you can see, like, I don't know if you're getting the shot there, as you can see, there's loads of chicken there. There's a plate full almost, do you know what I mean? This is just all what was left on it, the legs and the carcass. Everything else, the bones, the carcass, the lot, has gone in to the saucepan. Yeah? Now, I don't know if you've seen yesterday's video, but you might want to check it out, then you'll understand everything what went into this, herbs and spices wise. I mean, trust me, this is packed full of flavour. It really is the nicest chicken I've ever tasted. Anyway, so essentially what I'm going to do now is I'll add a couple of litres of water to this and I'll boil it on a low light for probably a couple of hours. Yeah, a couple of hours. Then when it's done, I'll store it then in, like, these are just hot dog jars. Do you know what I mean? Then you can use it for anything then, like bologneses, chilies. You use it instead of water. It really does add a lot more flavour to your food. Anyway, so in. That'll probably do that actually today. Just one, well, it's about 1.5 litres of water, I suppose. So what I am actually going to do with this is like my take on some type of like Spanish chicken, Mediterranean chicken, whatever. I'm going to be roasting peppers up and everything else, but we'll let the stock boil for a bit and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So my stock's been on for a little while now. I haven't even timed it, to be honest with you. Anywhere between an hour and 2 hours or do, just rumbling away up. But you can see, can't you? What I like to do is get like a potato masher and just mash it down and just crash up that carcass, you know what I mean, in there. Break it all up. But you can see, can't you? And then all I'm going to simply do is pour that through a sieve into a jug, you know. Whereas the sieve will collect all the bones and bits and bobs and then I'll be left with the liquid. So that's that. I'll just leave that for the time being. I'm about to do that though. So, I mean, really, back to yesterday, we've already had a meal out of the chicken. The chicken cost £3. I bought this bag of peppers, the froze with the defrosting. This cost me £1. And obviously this sort of stuff, just cheap. My time plant's coming to an end now outside. It's not in the best of shape, but nevertheless. I'm going to use chili powder, celery salt, smoked paprika, oregano, garlic, salt, pepper, and unicorn carrots. Unicorn carrots. Now I wouldn't normally use these. This is just a joke between me and my family. A lot of you probably won't even get it, but you can find out more about that if you want to discover the joke for yourselves. You want to look at hashtag freedom repossession or hashtag debt slaves. Anyway, here's a funny story behind it, but I won't go into that now. So I'll cut away again now and show you. Start to prep all this to save time, and I'll be back and I'll show you how I'm going to roll with it all. Right, so I've cut all them peppers in half and basically took the seeds out and put them on a roasting tray because I'm going to roast them all up first. Just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on them. Now the reason I'm roasting them is it enhances the flavour something wicked. It makes it like a lovely, strong, sweet, like beautiful flavour. If I just put them in like, because it's going to be like a casserole type dish, if I just put them in like that, it tends to like water it down, I find. So roasting them is brilliant. I mean, you know when they come out, I'll show you how I do it easily and I get the skin off. And they go lovely in a salad or anything. They really are nice. So, yeah, just rub them in oil. And then I'm going to roast them in the oven now at 180 degrees for, well, till they start to blister and go a bit black. But the actual pepper won't be black, it'll just be the skin, and we'll peel that off. So, yeah, that's that one. Right. I won't bore you with all the chopping these up about. I just thought like I'd show you a little tip that I learned not long ago. Wanting to cut onions up small, I mean I am going to blend this so it don't really matter, but what I do is I cut straight through leaving the root end on. Right, then but then what happens is when you chop it up, let's get it on out of the way, it stays together. So if you want to be dicing them small, just a little tip that I've seen somewhere, I can't remember where I learned it. nice and small that way then, look, and it don't fall to bits on you while you're doing it. On at the roots. And I want to say one more about the knife. See the knife I'm using? It's like a really old knife. I think it's even a fish slice, not even meant to be sharp. But the thing is, it's old, it's really hard steel. So I've sharpened it up, and once you get these sharp, I mean this is razor, and it's the crack is it stays sharp for a long time. I mean like the new knives and stuff like that, they're absolute garbage. The steel's too soft, they're no good. I'm working on this principle. If they look good on display, then they're bad for the job. I mean this is blunt as you like. You could ride bareback to wherever you want to ride to on that, and it would never cut you. They're absolute garbage. They're not throwing. You Joe did him. Old school, tough steel, proper. Get it sharp, stay sharp forever. So the knife might look all old and out of sorts, but trust me, this is a proper sharp knife. And that's just my little rant on knives. Anyway, may as well pause now, Jade. So while the peppers are roasting, I forgot to mention this earlier, kind of an important bit as well. I will write the ingredients in the description though. This is chorizo, what I've just chopped up into squares. So heat up some olive oil in a pan, in with the chorizo. This will like flavour up all the oil and release its own flavours. And then obviously I'll just give that a minute to release everything, and then I will put in the onions as well. You can see already though, look, the oil's going red. You see? Nice stuff this chorizo. Smells gorgeous as well. Again, I bought that an offer in the supermarket and got it with an price. Not that I'm being tight with it. I know there's a lot of people like seriously on a budget out there, and this whole, when you look at this chicken was £3 and the amount of bits we've spent on, we're looking at probably about £5, and we're going to get the 6 meals out of it, and they'll be good meals as well. It's like this one, by the time I've done, we'll be freezing half of it, so that'll be there for next week or whenever we want to eat it. You know, like you're late back from work, you can't be bothered to cook, you can just get it out, just cook it in the microwave, something like that. You're done, you've got a meal. So look at that now, can you see in there now? All that lovely, how it's all gone orange, and do you see? It's releasing all its flavours, look. Yeah, good stuff that is. So then, obviously now, I'm going to onions in. So obviously all the onions going to take a flavour in that pan. See, look, already look shit. So I've got to stop swearing otherwise. So, yep, pause a minute while I do the rest of the stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm making this up as I go along, you know. I've got some, like, sausage meat. I bought some sausage meat the other day because I made, like, a pie. And there's a bit left, so I've just turned it into meatballs. The spicy sausages, so I'm just throwing them in as well. Sod it. I'm just looking through the cupboard, whatever's in the fridge, you know, anything needs using up, it's going in. And that's kind of it. Initially, really and truly, if I knew I was going to use them, I'd have put them in kind of with the chorizo, but it matters not, because it's going to get casserole anyway. Just I'll put a little bit of spice in there, just using things up. Right, so my peppers have come out the oven, look, and they look like trash, but don't worry about this because they peel. So a little tip is this, just throw them into a bowl, warm again. Why do I always do this? Give me some of these tops. Throw them into the bowl. Alright. Save this juice as well, that can go in there obviously. Chuck all them in a bowl, like so. Then, oops, my bad. And if you put some cling film over the top, then the steam in there lifts the skin off them, and then they're just dead easy to peel, like that. So we've done that, and we'll set them aside for now. So while them peppers are just thinking in there, I've got a carrot, I've got loads of garlic. Like I say, I'm just using stuff up. A spring onion, stick of celery. I'm going to blend all this later anyway. Just crush the garlic with the back of the knife though. Just throw all that. See, I don't even eat veg, believe it or not. This is a brilliant way, like, to get veg down your kids and that. Honestly, seriously, I can't stand it. You give me carrots on a dinner, I won't eat them. No way. So, get all that in there. Right, I'll tip them juices in there from the peppers. Look, that is lovely. It's beautiful and sweet. I don't like to change pans, but purely because I wanted to do that with the onions and the chorizos, I will. So, I'm going to get all that in as well. Heat. I will have the stuff out of that in a second. So for now, the stock, I will put the stock back into that pan there. Look, give it a wash out. There's how stocks came. I've got, that was my chicken stock I made earlier. Also, I've got this one left, look, in a hot dog jar. See the fat is to the top, so you can scrape that off when it cools properly. I could use that again for something else. We'll set that aside for there. Okay, basil and thyme. Trimming loads of basil and thyme. I'm just like this is. I mean, I'm just going with the flow. Seriously, I'm going to make stuff like this all the time. It'd be nice. I'm going to blend it all later anyway. Throw all that in. Cool. Right. So you see the skin just comes straight off. Look, when you steamed it off like that. Just peel it off. So you need to burn them really and truly to make the skin come off nice and easy. Because then obviously you can see underneath it's not burnt. Now believe me, you know this flesh what's left. I don't know if you've ever roasted peppers before anybody, but you seriously ought to give it a try because it's lovely, it's sweet. You know if you put this in a salad, I mean I don't eat salads, but oh, I should imagine it'd be gorgeous. So I was breaking them into there like that. Obviously, cool. One more to do. Skin off, not it just comes off. I mean, you could leave the skin on, I suppose, if you really wanted to, but I don't. Simple as that. That's a bit on. Break them up into there. Right, just wash my hands and then back in. So what I'm putting in so far is I'm just going to go a bit of salt. I don't like to go too crazy with salt. Bit of salt. Reasonable bit of pepper. Touch of celery salt. Smoked paprika. And oregano. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with a little bit of chili powder. Chili powder in there, and then peppers are beautiful and sweet, and I'm just a little bit of heat in there and I'll offset it. That's that. And go with a can of plum tomatoes. In with them. First thing I'll do. Can a little wash out. Why not? Wash that down. Get everywhere, making a mess. Jodie will shout. And then I've got my chicken stock from earlier, which is in the pan. So I've rinsed out all that in there. Get that in there. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is literally put that in the oven for 1 hour, just like that, with all the veg in, like this. And then I'm going to get it out when it's had an hour, and I'm going to put my blender into it again and blend it, and it'll go like a lovely soup. I mean, that'd be nice as a soup by itself, but it also makes it lovely and thick. Then I'm going to add my chicken and my meatballs, my sausage meatballs to it, and put it in for about another hour just to allow all that to amalgamate. See how it goes. So where we are then, this has had like an hour, and oh, if I say so myself, it is absolutely gorgeous as well. Try it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now obviously, you could eat it like that. You could add your chicken to it and eat it like that. It's perfectly fine. But personally, like I said earlier, I mean I've got issues with vegetables and stuff, even though they're in here. And this is like a great thing if you've got kids and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend all this up. It's going to send it really thick and like a soup. You could even use it as a soup then. Then I'm going to add my chicken to that and go from there and put them couple of sausage meatballs in there. So just want to show you what it's like this, and it is nice as well. I'm going to blend it up and I'll be back. Right, so I mean I've blended it up. Look, as you can see, it's completely changed the colour. Now whether that floats your boat or not, I don't know. But it's nice and thick now. Look. Now I'll be honest with you like this. Because it changes the taste. I personally liked it how it was before, but then I would have left off the stuff that was in it. Jodie, on the other end, likes it, prefers the taste like this. So it does change it slightly. It's still nice both ways, don't get me wrong. But it's entirely up to you. I mean, this makes a nice soup as well. I mean, this is a good sauce for later. I mean, we've already took some of the sauce out, so we fit the chicken in, and I'll probably do that with some meatballs in it, or something like that, you know? I mean, it really, I mean, it was I really don't know what to say. It's like one of them. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But if you want to get vegetables down your kids, this is a perfect way. You can't taste none of it in there. I mean, I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I really do like it. But I thought it was just much better before. Anyway, so now this is all that chicken that was, because this is going to change the flavour yet again. This is going to add a new dimension to it. Because this has got all that coriander and skin. I thought you was eating the skin, Jude.
What I've done.
There's loads of chicken to be putting in it. This is all from one chicken as well. I mean, obviously what we'll do is we'll get a meal out of this, but we'll also freeze half of it too. So then I don't know if we've been working or we're busy or can't be bothered to cook. You can just get it out of the freezer, like, you know, next week and next month, whenever, and you've got the ready-made meal again. And it always tends to be nicer once it's been in the freezer for a little bit. I suppose it gives all the, you know, all the time for the flavours to like amalgamate together. It just kind of does something to it when you leave it like that. So anyway, get all that stirred in there now. There's plenty of chicken in it though. I mean, not like we keep going on. You're not even forced to blend it. It was nice the way it was, lovely the way it was. Just I don't know, to put some ideas out there. And personally, I'm getting older now. I'm 42 years old, and I need to start eating my veg. And this is one way to do it because I just can't stand veg. It's simple as that. But this is nice. These are just sausage meat, but it's a nice spicy sausage meat. I don't know if you can see. It's really award-winning stuff. This is from my local butcher, so this will add a little spice into it as well. Just using up what I've got left over, like I say, in the cupboards, in the fridge. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to put that back in for somewhere like in the region of another hour now, just to allow that chicken juices and everything to just flow into that, and it will alter the taste again. Yeah, there you go. So guys, to sum up, I just want to sum it all up. We basically bought one chicken, which was £3. You know, we've used some bits and bobs of ingredients. What we got, you know, like obviously onions, sticky celery, carrots, stuff like that, all costing pennies pretty much. Tin of tomatoes. Basically, the whole lot was done for under £5. Cheap does not have to equal rubbish or junk. There's an argument for not blending that up. Yes, it does alter the taste, but both are nice. I mean, that's delightful the way it is now. It's got the chicken in it. Everything's good. It's nice. I mean, Jode's going to have that with pasta. I'm going to have it with pasta or spaghetti and a few chips. But what I wanted to say is, so what we got out of the chicken, we had a meal yesterday, which was delightful from the breast. We've then done this twist on sort of like Spanish chicken, Mediterranean chicken, whatever you want to say. Just basically used up what we had. We're going to have a meal from this. We will freeze off. That will come into play. You know, that we can eat that again another day, next week, next month, whenever. You know, if we're tired, there's a meal ready to go. We've also saved some of the sauce. So what I will do with that at a later date, I will probably add a tin of tomatoes to that, and then make some meatballs. So then that'll make that's like another meal. We've also got the stock, which is all good. So if I'm making like a chili or spaghetti bolognese, a casserole, anything like that, I'll use the stock instead of the water. And basically, I just wanted to sum up for everyone, just what we've got out of just one chicken. And it's good food too. I mean, there's vegetables in there, this, that, and the other. It's not junk, and it was not expensive, and it tastes nice. All of it tastes nice. So there you go, people.